Have you ever wondered why some people seem to be respected everywhere they go, while others are constantly ignored or taken for granted? Many people assume the reason is simple. Maybe they are not talented enough, not confident enough, or not important enough. But the truth is often very different. In many cases, the problem is not your ability, your intelligence, or even your personality. The real reason people fail to take you seriously may come from a small but powerful mistake in the way you behave around others. Without realizing it, certain habits can quietly signal to people that it is okay to overlook you, interrupt you, or treat you like your presence does not really matter. The surprising part is that most people do this completely unconsciously. The good news, however, is that this can change faster than you think. Sometimes, all it takes is one simple shift in the way you act for people to suddenly see you in a completely different light. When that change happens, the way people speak to you, listen to you, and treat you can transform almost overnight. One of the biggest reasons people start ignoring or underestimating you is because you have become too easy to predict. The human brain naturally tries to simplify the world by placing people into mental categories. After observing someone for a while, we quickly decide who they are. The quiet one, the helpful one, the agreeable one, or the person who never disagrees. If you are always the one who says yes, always the one who helps everyone, and always the one who avoids conflict, people may unconsciously place you into the safe or harmless box. Once that happens, they stop paying close attention to you because they think they already know exactly how you will react. This is why doing something slightly unexpected can completely change the way people see you. Speak up in a moment when you would normally stay silent. Politely say no when someone assumes you will automatically help. Share a different opinion during a conversation instead of simply agreeing with everyone else. These small actions interrupt the image people have built in their minds, and suddenly they start looking at you with new curiosity and attention. Another powerful shift happens when you begin to treat your own time as something valuable. Many people unknowingly send the opposite signal. They answer every message instantly, drop what they are doing the moment someone calls their name, and rush to be available for everyone at any time. While this may seem polite, it often creates the impression that your time is not very important. As a result, others start to treat it the same way. They interrupt you more easily, expect immediate responses, and assume you will always adjust to their schedule. Changing this does not require being rude or distant. It simply means showing calm control over your attention. You do not have to reply to every message the second it arrives. When someone calls your name, finish what you are saying before turning to them. Walk and speak with a steady pace instead of rushing. These small changes communicate something powerful. Your time matters, and when you respect it, others naturally begin to respect it too. Another habit that quietly weakens how people see you is apologizing for things that do not actually require an apology. Many people say sorry almost automatically. They say sorry when asking a question, sorry when sharing an opinion, or even sorry when they simply need someone's attention. Over time, this constant apologizing sends an unintended message. It can make you appear unsure of yourself, as if your presence is an inconvenience to others. When people hear unnecessary apologies again and again, they may start to see you as someone who lacks confidence or authority. A small shift in language can change this perception dramatically. Instead of saying, "Sorry I'm late," try saying, "Thank you for waiting." Instead of "Sorry to bother you," say, "Do you have a moment?" And instead of "Sorry, but I think," simply say, "I think." This simple change replaces self-doubt with appreciation and confidence. Over time, people will begin to respond differently because your words now reflect someone who believes they belong in the conversation. Another subtle but powerful tool that changes how people perceive you is the use of silence. Most people feel uncomfortable when a conversation becomes quiet, so they rush to fill the space with words. They speak too quickly, explain too much, or react immediately without thinking. Ironically, this often makes them appear nervous or unsure of themselves. Silence, on the other hand, creates a completely different impression. When you pause before speaking, people naturally pay closer attention to what you are about to say. It signals that you are thinking, not reacting. People who speak at a calm and measured pace are often perceived as more confident and more in control of the situation. A simple technique you can practice is waiting 1 or 2 seconds before answering a question. Instead of rushing to respond, take a brief pause, breathe, and then speak clearly. That small moment of silence can make your words sound more deliberate and meaningful. and it subtly shifts the balance of attention in the conversation toward you. The final shift that can completely change how people treat you is being willing to walk away. In many situations, the person who depends the least on approval, attention, or validation is the one who receives the most respect. When someone feels that you need them too much, they may believe they can treat you however they want without consequences. This is why arguing or trying to convince someone to respect you rarely works. The more you fight for their approval, the less power you appear to have. Instead, the most powerful response is often the simplest one: leave. If someone speaks to you with disrespect, calmly end the conversation. If a situation feels unhealthy or unfair, remove yourself from it. Walking away does not mean you are weak or avoiding conflict. It means you recognize your own worth and refuse to stay where you are not valued. The moment people realize you are willing to leave rather than tolerate poor treatment, the entire dynamic begins to change. In the end, the way people treat you is often a reflection of the signals you send through your behavior. When you stop being overly predictable, respect your own time, avoid unnecessary apologies, use silence with confidence, and show that you are willing to walk away from disrespect, the dynamic around you begins to shift. These principles are simple, but their impact can be powerful. Respect is rarely given by chance. It is created through the way you carry yourself every day. So instead of trying to change everyone else, start with one small change in your own actions today. Try just one of these ideas and observe how people respond differently. And if this message resonated with you, take a moment to like, comment, and subscribe for more insights that help you understand people and strengthen your mindset.